Thanks, Ashigul. With the Jets' quarterback competition all but sewn up, in my eyes, the main story from today's training camp session here at One Jets Drive is a dramatic improvement upon the weapons that now surround quarterback Geno Smith. First-year Jet Eric Decker is the prize gem of this year's Jets receiving corps. Not only does he bring his crisp route running and always reliable hands with him from Denver, but he also brings the leadership that the Jets have been missing at this position for quite some time. While Jacoby Ford was signed this offseason for his skill as a kick returner, he showed in practice yesterday that his dynamic speed can have a big play impact on offense as well. The season-ending injuries to rookie wide receivers Shaq Evans and Jalen Saunders have opened up a potential spot on the team for fellow rookie Quincy Enunwa. The big sixth-round pick out of Nebraska has quickly gotten the reputation for catching everything in sight. Now, the Jets will continue to practice and prepare day in and day out, but if they're going to be a success this year, it's more than likely going to come down to luck. And where there's luck in sports, there's almost always superstitions. If you've watched a football game the last few years, then you've likely seen one of the Bud Light commercials that's based off all the crazy little things fans do to try and help their team win. Because superstitions have such a large place in American sports, I decided to do these commercials one better and find out what superstitions sports fans actually have.
There's certain TVs that if you're watching one TV and we're scoring, I'm going to stick watching that TV. And as soon as it starts going south, I'm looking for another one.
I'm wearing the same pair of underwear since the Rangers started their run, which is now over a month. So, and this year, I've gone like George Costanza did one time, and I've gone completely opposite of everything I would normally do.
It turns out sports superstitions aren't just reserved for the fans. The 2013 Boston Red Sox gave birth to the rallying cry, blood, sweat, and beards, because the players decided they weren't going to shave until after the season had ended. It must have worked because they didn't bring out the razors until they had already been crowned World Series champions. While the facial hair of the 2013 Red Sox put the beard superstition in the national spotlight, it has been going on in professional hockey for quite some time.
You just got to do it. I mean, that's it. Hockey is a game of tradition, and that's what it's about. It's like playoff time, you grow your beard.
The playoff beard is such a big part of hockey culture that every spring, countless NHL fans join their favorite players in putting away their razors in the hopes that their scruff will help their team win the Stanley Cup. Now, I must admit that I too fall victim to sports superstitions. In fact, this past spring, I decided to grow out a playoff beard of my own for the Rangers' postseason run. And considering the blue shirts made it all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals, I'd have to say it almost worked. That's all I've got here in Florham Park. For NYFA News, I'm Paul Malamud. Now back to Aishagul in the studio.